Hello, everyone. I'm Scott Reed, coming to you by video in some fashion as a guest speaker in the course that you're taking with Paul Rees. I serve at Oregon State University in a couple of roles. I'm the Vice Provost for Outreach and Engagement, Director of the OSU Extension Service, and as importantly, I'm a forester and an economist. My academic home is in the College of Forestry, where I think many of you are anchored, and it was in that role when I was Associate Dean of the college that Paul and I originally crossed paths, and we have since shared a number of different activities and shared leadership lessons, which I'm happy to speak a little bit about today. Paul asked me to reflect a little bit about leadership lessons that I've picked up over the years, and I must say that without really trying, I found myself in positions regarded to be a leader, but interestingly, I don't think of myself as a stereotypical leader or a boss. And that should be evident by the way I'll reflect about some of the take-home messages for me that I find important tools to serve in a leadership capacity. Some of the things that I've found a need to be comfortable with is first, change. Leadership is really all about change, not stability. And there's a big literature about leadership that you may have spent a little bit of time with, but managers, can manage the effectiveness of processes in order to manage a stable and an efficient environment. Leaders, quite on the other hand, I think are more at home in an environment that is changing around them, and the energy and the work that they do in a leadership capacity kind of assists that change to be as effective and efficient as possible. Another area of comfort that I find myself frequently in is an ambiguous environment where there isn't really an answer. There isn't a recipe for or a silver bullet for kind of answering the particular issue at hand. In a world of wicked problems, wicked is frequently a word used to describe things that have multiple features to them that really doesn't allow you to have one and only one magic solution, but being comfortable in that ambiguous environment and sorting it out over time, I think, is an important leadership skill. And the third area of comfort for me that I've had to work at is comfort at listening, and listening long without judgment, because people will have a habit of believing that they have answers, and they'll be quite prescriptive around a solution. But as I tried to imply earlier, the challenges associated with a wicked problem means that there's more than one possible answer, and listening in a real accommodating way frequently will allow solutions to emerge if enough people have a hand at it. So kind of those are three of the leadership lessons that I've taken away. Most of the innovative and productive work that's done in the world that I'm responsible for here at the university, and that's largely the outreach and engagement world, where we're interacting with communities and citizens and not necessarily taking the university knowledge to people, although that's a strong part of our history, but it is in deriving the answers along with people, those that are both at the university and those outside the university. And these kind of teams and partnership models that describe the world that I work in, for me, illustrate what I have learned to recognize as servant leadership, where the leader plays more of a facilitative role. Leadership really comes from all parts of an organization. Everyone, regardless of their appointment, has some huge contributions to make. So I don't think of leadership as vested or nested in any one particular place or person, but it's very much a shared environment. And then finally, there isn't a recipe, as I implied earlier. Leadership and solutions to problems and facilitating change is very contextual, and it really depends on the circumstances and the people and the processes at work. So just kind of to recap, for me, leadership is all about change. It's all about being comfortable with ambiguity and seeking input from a variety of sources. And finally, the value of listening and to utilize the quiet whispers in an organization that wouldn't otherwise come out if you're more the historical boss kind of leader. So I hope you found these reflections a little bit helpful. I'll wrap it up here, but invite any of you who are on the Corvallis campus, if you'd like to drop into my office where I am at this moment. It's in 101 Ballard Hall. I'd really be happy to share some kind of perspectives and experience and learn what yours are as well. So I hope you found this useful. Have a great day.